Hey YouTube, Anna here. I am currently 11 weeks pregnant, here to do just sort of a little life update and update you on my symptoms and things that have been happening this week. We've been prepping for Cece's second birthday and Easter since they're very close, so I have some really cute things to show you. Let me pull up my notes. Sorry. Should have done that before. Oh, and before I actually get started, I want to show you this bruise on my cheek. Right there. That's with concealer and foundation and powder over it. I will insert a picture. Of my face without any makeup. That was from this morning. The bruise happened yesterday. I woke up just extremely tired, and I went to go lay on the couch after Cece's been fed and changed and everything, and I was laying there like kind of dozing, and I was playing Tangled for her. And I was probably asleep for maybe 20 minutes, and then the movie stopped working, and so Cece asked to come cuddle with me, and I was like, oh, let me fix the TV. I'm gonna turn it off and we're gonna wait a minute and then turn it back on. And so I turn it off and I start counting. I was gonna count to like 10, and I get to 2 and Cece has a little meltdown and throws her head back and headbutts me right there in the cheekbone. So I immediately was like, ow, and then got up, and I was kind of screaming because I was like, this hurts so bad. And my eyes started watering, and then I was just crying, and then Cece started crying, and then she apologized immediately. She was like, ooh, sorry, in sign language. So yeah, pretty much that whole morning, every time she looked at me, she said she was sorry. It was very swollen. I looked like I belonged in a Lady Gaga video, like my cheekbone stuck out like crazy. Yeah, it was insane. So anyway, that's what this bruise is all about. No black eye, just right under there. Yesterday, like my teeth, my upper teeth, felt like they were gonna fall out. Like it was painful. It hurt to smile. I couldn't really wink. That kind of hurt. Okay. But I really couldn't make a whole lot of facial expressions, and I took Tylenol like 30 minutes after it happened, and then like later in the day I took another 2 pills because, and I don't take medicine like almost ever for pain, so it was kind of severe for me to be like, no, I do need medicine. So let's get into week 11 symptoms. This past week I've had cramps, I've had headaches, and I've had headaches, I mean, not just caused by this, because I definitely have a headache today, and I think it's caused by this. But I had a headache earlier in the week, and I wrote it down, and then I'm still leaking colostrum / milk. So some of the time it's like clear liquid, and some of the time it's white. So that's why I'm like milk / colostrum. I've been very emotional. Yeah, I watched Life Animated, which was nominated for an Oscar, and it's about an autistic man. Yeah, anyway, and he just like connects his life to like Disney movies, and that's how he sort of broke out of his silence. So I watched it and I just bawled my eyes out. Not like, oh, this is sad, or oh, this is touching, but like couldn't catch my breath, like like couldn't stop crying. I used to work in special ed for years, and so before I had Cece, so I'm like extra sensitive because I love these kids. Anyway, so I've also had moments where I have like completely forgotten that I'm pregnant. Like I don't feel any symptoms, I feel normal, nothing's pulling or tugging or Nothing. So I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I convinced myself that like I wasn't actually pregnant. And I was like, I don't feel pregnant. Like something's happened. This isn't good. And so Doug was like, go ahead and buy a pregnancy test. And so I was like, okay, fine, I will. You don't have to tell me twice because I love peeing on things. So I got some first response tests that were just the rapid results, and they were faint. They are crazy faint. So then I start like freaking out. And there was 2 in there, and they were both faint. So the first one I took was like in the middle of the evening, nighttime type. So I thought like, well, maybe I'll just save the next one for a couple days from now, first morning urine, all that stuff. And that's what I got, like super light. And so I was kind of like just feeling weird. Like I did my blood work for the panorama blood test to check for abnormalities and the sex of the baby, and I'm like, they're gonna come back and say like I'm not pregnant, and I just wasted their time and money doing this test. So I don't know, I was just feeling weird. Anyway, so today, and like I said it and I got it out to my husband and then just sort of like forgot about it. I'm like, okay, well, we'll just see. If I start bleeding, if I start having severe cramps, like then I'll call the doctor, but like there's nothing I can do about it right now. Excuse me. And then today we were at Walmart and Doug was like, I've been looking for the weeks estimator tests like every time I go, but they have been discontinued if you didn't know. And Doug's like, why don't you just pick up those cheap ones? Just like, I don't know, like 2 or 3. And I was like, I could pick up more pregnancy tests? Okay. And so I immediately, like, I had to go to the bathroom as soon as we got home, and he was like, well, why don't you take it? And I was like, well, I should wait until tomorrow morning, right? He's like, no, just take it now. I mean, you'll see. And I was like, okay. So I took it, and it's crazy dark. Darker than the control line. I'm dropping things. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see like a very strong line. So now I feel way more assured. I felt assured last night actually, because we have been using the Doppler like usually once a week since 8 weeks, and then this past week we used it like 2 more times during the week. And I heard like a faint, like a faint fluttery heart sound, and I was like, okay, that's probably it, but I have an anterior placenta, so it's on the outside, like next to my belly button, and so that can cause it to be more difficult to hear. I'm also overweight, if you haven't noticed. And so that creates more tissue to go through. So I knew it was going to take a while to hear it, and last night both my husband and I heard it on my left side, kind of at an angle. So yeah, I felt good. And now I feel even better because I'm a crazy lady that likes to pee on things, and that line just looks nice. So, pregnancy tests, and I'm a crazy person. Oh, so yesterday we went down to Ulta, like my favorite makeup store ever. I love it there. I can spend hours, days in that store actually. And I have been using this like cheaper foundation that is a bit too light for my skin, and like has made me break out. Like every evening when I take off my makeup, I have like, it looks like a beard of zits. So gross, but like, or a goatee, I guess, because I have like bumps all over my upper lip and like all over my face and even on my forehead. And I thought like, this is just pregnancy hormones like making me crazy pimply. But then I went like a day or 2 without any foundation, and it clears up it clears up like overnight usually for me. So I'm like, oh, like duh. I'm having a reaction to the foundation. And that could be caused by me being pregnant and like my skin changes a little bit. So I went in to the Ulta makeup counter and I was like, I need to get matched for foundation. And I've tried this once before because I told them match for powder and they didn't like understand what I meant. And I didn't even understand what I meant. Like, my mother-in-law had to translate for me. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new at this. And she was like, well, I'm a Bare Minerals consultant, and so you have to use this. And like, I said, oh, do you do other brands? And she's like, no. Like, she's very pushy with this one brand. And I wanted somebody to be like, you know, we can try a few different brands and see what looks good on you and like whatever. So I walk in kind of expecting to be like, they're probably going to put me with Bare Minerals, whatever. It's fine. And I walk in and I'm like, hey, I actually want a powder foundation. I know now I want a powder foundation. And she was like, great, what brand do you want? And I was like, oh, I have a choice. I don't know. Crap, where's my mother-in-law when I need her? Like, she needs to be there for me to translate because I'm like so clueless. And so she was like, well, what's your skin type? And so I started telling her, like, I'm oily and I don't want to be shiny, so I like powder foundations. I'm new to this. Whatever you think won't like clog my pores because I'm pregnant and I have this reaction to my other one. She's like, let's try this Tarte one. And so she pulls it out and she does it and it matches amazing and it was great. While we're doing that, she's like, how far along are you? And I was like, I'm 11 weeks. And she's like, oh, that's so exciting. When did you find out? And I was like, that's a weird question. And I was like, well, like soon after the fertility treatment, because we did fertility treatments for both of us, like my current baby and my toddler that gave me the bruise. And she was like, oh, I'm doing fertility treatments too. That medication makes me crazy. And I was like, oh my God. So we started talking like fertility. And it's crazy, like this sad subject of infertility doesn't really get much light. And when I find somebody that's like willing to talk to me about infertility, I'm like, you're my new best friend, let's chat. And then she was like, yeah, we've been trying for a while and I haven't gone to see the specialist yet, but I'm on this medication and if this cycle doesn't work, then we're gonna go down. And I gave her my doctor's name and she's like, yeah, that's the one. He's like really good. He's like best in the state for 11 years. Like he's great. So we chatted about that. And then she said that last year she had a stillbirth. Like she's matching my foundation and I'm staring at myself in the mirror like, you had stillbirth? I'm gonna cry. And then like my eyes start going like demon red, which that's what happens when I cry. Like they just get super irritated immediately. And so I was like, I'm gonna cry. I can't look at myself. And so I like put it down and she's like, don't cry, because if you cry, I'm gonna cry. And I was like, okay. And you know, I just said, you know, I'm sorry for your loss. And you know, it took me 5 years, well, 4 years and 8 months to get Cecilia, so I understand the struggle, and you couldn't be in better hands if you do end up having to go to this fertility doctor. He's amazing. So yeah, it was nice. I had that connection and it was just great. Yes, so I've also had crazy dreams, like flying in a crazy 747, but like so close to the ground that I could wave at people at my window. It's weird. Getting charged $9.55 for a coloring book and a sharpener at the Dollar Tree. That was another dream. It was weird. Getting my car serviced at an old abandoned Target, which is normal, right? And then my last dream that was totally weird was that Wolverine was collecting lollipops to cheat a scammer at a train station. This is weird. He was also in Civil War attire. So yeah, I'm having insane dreams. So those are all my pregnancy symptoms and things relating to baby, mostly, except for that giant bruise. So now if you want to shut it down, you can. I'm going to show you what I'm getting Cece for Easter. And then maybe later, once we're done, I will show you what I'm getting her for her birthday. So let's do Easter first. So she likes coloring. I got her this gigantic thing. It's huge. So it has this huge page of stickers, and then they're like massive coloring pages that you can also like teach them like counting and ABCs, and so it's like an activity book, coloring book, and it was at Sam's Club, so it was cheap. I liked it. And then they had this, which is so cute. Also at Sam's Club, and Cecilia loves the pull books. We have like a pull and spin book that's all about the airport, and that's literally her favorite book. It's her go-to book. When we go on an airplane, we take that book with us. So I feel like this is just another one of those super fun, super interactive books. I wanted to get her like I'm a Big Sister book, which I still might, but this I just couldn't pass up. It was super cute. I love Beauty and the Beast. They also had a Cinderella one, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want all of these. And Doug was like, no, you could get her one book and one of those giant coloring pads, but that's about it. And I was like, okay, fine. He really reels me in because I'm crazy. I want to like get her everything. Then we're potty training Cecilia, and so I got her this like Disney pack of underwear that has like Daisy Duck, it has Doc McStuffins, it has Sophia the First underwear, and then also more stickers. So we're using sticker charts for her going potty. So when she goes pee, she gets a small sticker, and when she goes number 2, she gets a big sticker. And so we have all these little different size stickers. There's 300 in this pack. It was like $2 at Walmart. So I was like, yes. Oh, and she loves, like, when she goes to the bathroom on the potty, she does dance. Like, she gets all excited, and then she knows that she gets to put a sticker on this chart. And so it's like super exciting for her. She also gets excited when I go to the bathroom. Like, I pee, and then she's like, oh, ha, 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 and then she dances for me, which is really cute. I got her another pack of Frozen underwear. So Anna, Elsa, Olaf. Yeah, just Anna, Elsa, and Olaf. So more underwear. I heard that when you first put them in underwear, they sort of get the sensation that they're in a diaper and they pee through them like all the time. So you need to stock up on a bunch. So I have 14 pairs of underwear, and I have like 3 or 4 pairs that we got a long time ago that I've just been saving. And then we got her, crap, I don't know his name. I'm not good at this. So it's a Beanie Baby, but it's from Doc McStuffins. Stuffy. I should know these things, but I don't. Anyway, this is Stuffy from Doc McStuffins, which she loves. And then this is also from Doc McStuffins. Her name is Lammy, and I thought it was cute because it was a lamb. I got her a little stuffed animal lamb last year, so I got her 2 of those. Doug actually picked those out. And then this Easter basket, which is super cute. Frozen Easter basket. Now, these things will not fit in here, so it will probably go, like, there's gonna be the coloring book underneath, and then I also got her finger paints that will go underneath, and then the little like stickers and the little Beanie Babies will go inside. Yes, so that is my big update. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I should get my test results for my blood work back this Friday, and we have a huge gender reveal planned. Doug is going to surprise me. We decided that with a piñata, so I'm excited. Yeah, I'll be back next weekend to tell you guys everything, and I'm not sure if I will reveal the gender then or I'll first reveal it on my personal Facebook. I'm not sure. Not sure what I want to do, but you guys will know soon, probably within the next 2 weeks, which is super exciting. Oh my gosh, first trimester. Oh, baby's the size of a poker chip. I didn't even talk about that. So pretty big. That's pretty exciting. Or a Brussels sprout, whatever vegetable or object you want to compare it to. Anyway, I'm super happy and I'm super pumped and I'm feeling good, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.